Hey everybody, it's the Fit Tarot here, and I wanted to share a little bit of a story. So, let's get going. No, this has nothing to do with the tarot, but it does revolve around the astrological events that are potentially happening or occurring. And yeah, it depends on how it hits your chart. So, I invite you to see how it resonates with your chart. But in this time, I'm a Cancer. I want to preface by saying that I am a Cancer Sun, I'm a Scorpio Moon, and I'm an Aquarius Rising. You know, there's more. I'm a Taurus Venus, Cancer Mars, all that good stuff. But I do want to say, like, somebody did tell me, I forgot where, that because of the way all of the planets are in Aries right now, things might be heightened. And let me tell you what, I had a crazy dream, and my friend covertly rebelled. I'm gonna tag her in an option here because she has great drawings, but she's also a really good witchy friend that I talk to every once in a while. And, you know, I do a reading for her. She kind of gives me insights on my thoughts and my intuition. So let's dive in. I had a crazy dream about a couple of nights ago, and it was very vivid, very vivid. But it was a 3-part dream series that really didn't tie into each other, but they kind of phased into each other. So I'm going to break this down into different sections. Phase 1 took me back to my high school years. I was a baseball player. Yeah, loved it. And I was back on the diamond, no logo on our uniforms. I was with my high school friends and Little League friends and all those, friends that I made at the time. And there was a difference with this. I was a little timid in high school. I was always like second guessing my step, always wondering what people do, is this the right thing? I was just always in my head, one way or another. It happens. In this dream sequence, I was not doing that. I was swinging the bat harder. I was throwing harder and faster. I was running faster. I was more ambitious, stealing bases, running circles around those bases as if I had the energy of a 5-year-old, And it was nuts and it was fun. It was like me in high school, but more. So I was going faster. So it was fun because it was such a dark night. It was during the day, but it was cloudy. It was not hot. It was spring temperatures where it's cool enough. And it was very colorful, very vibrant with the greens and the gray skies and different shades of gray and all that good stuff. Well, I just stopped in the middle of nowhere. Incoming dream sequence part 2. The second part. As I stop and I started looking around, there's no more players on the field. None of my friends are there. It's just me. And all of a sudden, there are tornadoes all around me. They don't really move me. It's windy. I can still see them, but they're not so close. They're far away where I can see them. And it's like one tornado after another just following each other. And it's in nature. Nothing's being destroyed per se, like property, cars, or whatnot. It's just watching the awe of the tornado and its destructive path tear up whatever nature is hitting, like trees and all that stuff. And it was interesting because I wasn't scared. I wasn't scared at all. In fact, I was more excited because I used to love tornadoes. I still do. I think they're fascinating. Not what they do to other people, but it's just fascinating. Well, as I'm looking at it, there was because there was one series after another all around me. They were just tearing everything up. Interesting. But there was one specific tornado where it was a fire tornado. It was literally on fire. And it was just burning everything. And the other tornadoes of different various sizes, just going fast, sidewinders, opposite curved, just going crazy all around me. I turn around, phase 3. A different phase. I turn around and now I'm in a house with people I don't know. No, I don't know them. I don't know who they are. No familiar faces. Nobody I've met. Nobody in my family, friends, whatnot. Don't know who they are. And it's me, and they're not addressing me. They're talking amongst themselves. It's an older style house. And if you look out the window, there are still tornadoes happening all around, but everyone's calm. I'm calm. My dream and I just kind of like turn, and the focal point now becomes an elderly woman. And she kind of looks at me, and she stands up, and she's like, I need to take care of myself. And she walks away, walks out of the room. As she gets out of the table, or off the table, she starts walking, and then she's no longer in the dream sequence. She's off on her own. I turn, and then there's another woman, middle-aged-ish, who's engulfed in flames. She's on fire. But almost like she's not in pain. She's just in fire. And she's going about her business. She's hooing and hawing. She's laughing. She's talking. And she's literally just engulfed in flames. She's not melting. The skin's not melting. There's no harm being done to her. She's just on fire. Almost like a superhero character. Like Johnny Storm. She's just on fire. You just see her laughing and talking. But she's not superhuman at all. She's just on fire. She walks away and she's doing it whatever. And then bam, I wake up. It's nuts. That was absolutely nuts. And it was one of those, and like I rarely remember all my dreams, but I just remember like some of them. That was interesting. And I want to get y'all's take on it. Like leave a comment if you want. Because I was talking to my friend about this and I kind of had my own, understanding of what it meant. Like I'm letting go of the past a little bit. I'm watching it kind of just be destroyed. And not because it wasn't useless. It's just no longer applicable. Because that's no longer me. Not the fact that I love to play baseball. But I'm no longer timid. And kind of breaking free of that. And not scared at all. And then of course the second part was those tornadoes and I'm watching the destruction and I'm low-key loving it. I wasn't scared, I was in awe. It's like, yes, do it. It was chaotically beautiful, should I say, in a different way. And I'm accepting all of it being ripped apart. The roots of the trees, gone. And I think that has to deal with more my Aquarius, because I know the Aquarius moon's happening right now. And with Aries, it's like challenging what is acceptable, what is norms, what are all that stuff. I love it. And then of course, the phase 3 part was the ladies. The one lady saying, I need to take care of myself. That's me. And not that I'm being overburdened by other people's needs, but it more or less, it has to deal with me being the focal point of my own needs, regardless of what other people think. And then the lady on fire is that other transition of letting go of possibly saving face, or just going with the norms and saying like, that's it. I am deviating from a path society, people, family, friends, or whatnot have laid out for me. And I'm kind of defying those expectations and saying, no, it's not for them, it's for me. And it took a long time to get here. I'm going to be 41 in June. All this was, and I agree with her, my friend, she says that this was a very powerful premonition of what's to come. And I 1000% agree. Because not only did I lose my job on April Fool's Day, April 1st, I was let go. There's a difference between when it happened last year, when I was unemployed for almost 6 months. I was panicking. I think now I'm about to get redirected in the best way possible. And finally for what I want. And I'm on my way to Ireland, one way or another. And Dublin, I feel like I belong there. I feel like that's my home. I felt at peace there. It was very spiritual. And that's where I'm going to be, one way or another. And this dream just felt like a trampoline effect of that happening. And that's why I'm so calm about it. I'm kind of like relinquishing that control. So if there's anybody here with the dream sequencing and who has ideas, I would love your input. But also pay attention to your dreams. And I know it's anecdotal because it happened to me, and I'm saying it could happen to you. I don't know. Because there's a lot of things happening. My dreams are happening. There's synchronicities with time happening. My thought process, my ability to let go, still hold on positivity, there's a lot that's happening even with the outside world. And I'm going to work hard to get to what I want to do and where I want to go. And I absolutely love this. Because it feels like I am finally on that path to what I want to do and where I want to go for quality of life, simplicity in life, and overall just abundance. So let me know what y'all think. I'll talk to y'all later. As always, be awesome, be safe, and have a good one.